Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know that it's been quite a while since we posted a video or anything really. Life has happened and been very busy. A lot of crazy things going on at work, and almost 1-year-old baby that's been teething, and just a lot of stuff going on. But I'm here to tell you that I'm getting back into the groove of things, and gonna start doing some videos again for you guys, documenting what I got going on. And this episode is gonna be a good one tonight, going hunting with a good buddy of mine, Josh Cowden. He's got his male dog Heist, that is a pretty nice dog, and he's got a couple of other ones, some pups and stuff that he's hunting too. So I'm not sure what we're gonna get into tonight, but it should be fun. Hopefully tree some coons with him, and kind of do a little spotlight type of thing on him and how he came up coon hunting and how he got his start, and kind of tell the story about Heist, and should be a really good one. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll get on the road and get into the hunt tonight with Josh, and yeah, I appreciate everyone watching, and this should be a good hunt. Well, I got everything loaded up, and I am heading to meet Josh right now. Just about a couple of minutes away, and we're gonna take some dogs hunting and kind of showcase Josh a little bit and get to know kind of how he got started in coon hunting and in the competition world, and just have a good evening turning the dog loose. So, man, it's a really nice night tonight. A little bit of cloud cover, not a whole lot, 62 degrees, so it's gonna be a good night to hopefully tree a couple coons, or however many, 2, 3, 1, I don't know, but it's gonna be a good night to turn the dog loose. So we're just about to pull in now.
Ready, buddy? I better look. Make sure. I got a bad habit of that. Oh yeah, we're ready. I'll just try to flip him across towards that timber and see if he'll go. If he'll go where we want, anyway, I should say. Ready? Go.
So you just want to introduce yourself, name of the dog, and
Yeah, my name's Josh Cowden. I'm hunting Big Money's Heist tonight.
yep. I've hunted with Heist quite a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a solid dog. How did you come to get him?
I never competition hunted or nothing. I had an old female. She was 11 and got cancer. I had to end up putting her down and just didn't have anything else. I kept a pup out of her. It never really made it. And started looking. Seen him posted on Facebook. And had a buddy that I worked with was going up to the Bear Creek Classic to hunt, so we went and he went and hunted the Bear Creek Classic. There he is, just open.
He is. So he's Big Money bred then.
Yeah, he's directly out of Big Money, and then he's his mom. I can't remember if his mom's out of Trackman or out of a dog that's out of Trackman, but Trackman pretty tight on the other side too.
Yeah. So he's bred good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've hunted with lots of times, and he's pretty good layup dog, and he can
Yeah.
make other ones look silly. I mean,
Yeah, he's not perfect, but yeah, he can. You're not gonna flip him loose very much, and not. I mean, you know, he'll make mistakes, but you turn him loose 2 or 3 times, you're gonna treat some coons.
Oh yeah. So when did you get into hunting, just in general, like high school?
I started just coon hunting in general when I was probably 13 or so. My grandpa used to hunt. My dad hunted with him, and then they just kind of stopped. And I started wanting to go, so my dad found me a couple old dogs that, knowing what I know now, what we started with was junk. But
Yeah.
then we got a few that we bought a really nice dog that, I mean, in today's world he'd be winning hunts. I wouldn't be scared to take him to any hunt.
Yeah.
But we didn't know what we had. We never put him in a hunt ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then got some pups out of him that were pretty nice. And then my grandpa started back hunting with us again, with me and my dad.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time as far as coon hunting. Yeah.
Sounds like you might be treed.
Yeah, I didn't really listen to him come on it or nothing to see how far he is even, but
I think you located a couple times, but
about 450-ish yards.
Yeah.
Not too far anyway, but.
Well, I guess before we go to him, what's some of the bigger hunts he's been in and or won? Is he a Grand Nite?
Yeah.
So
I made him a Grand Nite. I got him when he was just over a little over a year old, and I made him a Grand Nite before he was 2.
Yeah.
Top 16 of Super Stakes, top 100 of the world.
Was the Super Stakes, would that have been like his sophomore?
Yeah, sophomore year of Super Stakes, he top 16. And then junior and senior year, I didn't get to go but 2 nights, and I won cast. I won 3 casts total, but I never won late, and I never doubled back up after sophomore year.
I got you.
Like I said, top 100 of the world. Qualified for TOC every year except for this last year. I didn't put him in but 3 UKC hunts.
Yeah.
Won the Missouri Coonhunter Federation State Championship in 22, I think. 23 maybe, I'd have to look, but didn't go to it last year. So I guess it'd have been 23 because I won it and then I didn't go back.
Gotcha.
He's PKC champion as well, but
got a pretty good resume.
Yeah, not bad for somebody who's still learning how to hunt, competition hunt anyway.
You and me both. That's why we've been hunting a bunch together. I'm trying to learn the ropes, and Josh taught me a lot. So hopefully we'll both have some dogs coming up here that can compete at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully.
Well, we're gonna check out the map and see what's going on. It sounds like he's probably treed, but hopefully we'll come back with a coon and a tree. Alright, so get this thing on the right setting. So, what happened there? He's treed.
Yeah. He's just trying to win one in there. I didn't listen to him while we were talking, but he'll kind of, usually when he's trying to win one, he'll just chop around like that and then throw out some locates. And if you're not watching or don't know him, you'll think he's treed. Yeah. But he got over there and came onto it right. He should have a coon here.
Yeah.
Once he gets treed though, like, you know, I know him enough that when I know he gets treed, he'll stay treed. He ain't gonna.
We find ourselves in some rough terrain, seems like, all the time.
One thing about it, we don't have to worry about the back bumper anymore.
Yeah, he definitely come onto that good. We're getting pretty close to him here. We'll get a good sound of him, of him treeing, and we'll walk into him. Hopefully he's got something. I'm sure he probably will.
Yep. like it's really a cedar. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah. Nice big old vine to chew on.
Heist first tree, you got a coon. Done a heck of a job on it. See if I can zoom in up there.
You got him. You got him, buddy. Hey, you got him. Come on. Come on.
Well, he done a pretty good job on that one.
Yeah.
He was loose for probably less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my stopwatch running. I think it was like 8 minutes and 40 some seconds when he came on. Good.
It don't really matter how it sounds or looks as long as there's a coon in the tree.
Yep. That's the important part anyway.
Yeah. We're gonna go to a little different part of the property and turn him loose again. I guess I'm just curious, like, what I don't know, I don't think I asked you this earlier, but what was he like starting when you first got him?
When I got him, he could tree a coon, but he made a lot of mistakes. I mean, the night I went and tried him, he made a bunch of empty trees, but I've never seen the dog one time run any kind of junk, and he's 4 now. But he could tree a coon and was good at treeing coons when I got him, but he just needed a lot. He wasn't very consistent. You know, he may be beating around in there for 30, 40 minutes in one area. He may tree a slick tree and go on and tree another slick tree, and a lot of it, I don't know either. He came from Iowa, so I don't know if maybe that's part of it and it's just not as many coon around here, or but
we definitely don't have as many. But
it took me a month of hunting him hard, you know, I mean, almost every night, to get him kind of seeing eye to eye with me on treeing, having his coons when he gets treed. I don't care to make a few misses, but we got a tough guy running next to us. I don't care if a dog makes mistakes. Me personally, I'd rather one gamble and once in a while and miss than to be in there for an hour every time I turn him loose. When I got him, he'd won a cast in PKC, I think, and had a little bit of his money won towards Super Stakes. And then now I've got, I put him at, Super Stakes is the only bigger money PKC hunt he's ever been in, other than $30 hunts basically, and now he's at about 2,800, I think, 2,500 maybe, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So he's done all right. Guess I'll walk him up to this fence and cut through, that way you don't circle back around here. I've not hunted this.
Training dogs is, I don't like training, but I don't like the word training, but working on dogs, hunting them, getting them going is one thing. Totally different when you've got one that you're wanting to competition.
Yeah, and see, that's my thing.
So many things good, man.
I don't hunt him Heist enough now. I don't hunt him very much because I enjoy getting one started and going, you know, getting one to where they're ready to start trying to be worked on, ready to go to the hunts.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll go in through there. We'll see. Ready? Ready? Go. hopefully he'll get one struck in there.
So, speaking of starting young dogs,
Yeah.
you got several little projects going, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Couple
what do you got
anyway.
going on?
Well, my favorite one is the one out of Andrea's dog, Lucifer's next of kin.
Yeah. Speaking of that, this is the single greatest dog namer I've ever seen. Comes up with the best names.
And mine is the devil himself, and he's doing pretty good. He's 8 months old, and he's treated 6 so far by himself.
Yeah.
A few with other dogs, but I learned pretty quick with another dog, he was wanting to get treed automatically, so I pretty much started singling him out immediately. I mean, he's treed 2 coons with other dogs, and then the rest has been on his own.
Part has come natural to him.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, and there's 5 pups in that litter out of Andrea's dog, and out of the 5, 4 of them have already at least treated a coon by themselves, and they're 8 months old.
So the pups, how are they bred?
The English pups of Andrea's?
Yeah, English pups.
They're out of Andrea's dog, Lucifer's next of kin, and then Rex Jones from Greenfield had a dog named Copperhead Cletus. He actually bred to him, and then had the pups, and not long after the pups were probably 5 months old, and the dog got an impacted stomach and died, so no more of those. First litter out of Andrea's female, and then I think his first litter as well.
Yeah.
So.
And I guess you need to tell everybody who Andrea is, huh?
Yeah, Andrea Lampy is my better half, better looking half anyway.
Yeah. Yep. And you guys both hunt the competitions together, and she's quite a dog person as well as you.
Yeah, she's smart. She's not been doing it as long, but she's learned a lot, and half the time she's got a lot better theory of what's going on than I do.
Yeah.
And she's got a nice dog. Anyone who's hunted with it will love her or hate her, but she's a coon dog, no doubt.
Yeah. I guess one question I'm going to ask everyone that I do these videos with, what's been the most challenging part of your time getting the Heist started and just, you know,
getting one ready for the hunts, basically.
Yeah. What's the most challenging part about Heist as a dog that you've had to deal with?
Realizing that just because your buddies are treeing coons on Facebook, or people that you don't even know are scoring 500 plus at hunts around you, doesn't mean that your dog's not got it or is junk. It's just, there's ups and downs. I was struggling the last month or so messing with pups, but he's been treeing a bunch, and then there's been a few nights where he's not treed nothing, and we've treed 2 or 3. It's just have to realize that you can't just think, you can't remember all the bad nights your dog has, that your buddy's having a good one, and if you do, you're gonna get discouraged quick. With Heist, 100%, I don't care if I'm in the desert or, you know, northern or central Iowa, he's gonna be able to tree a coon. I mean, he's gonna be able to tree any style of coon. He can win some. He can grub up an old feeder track. He can run a good scalding track. Now, he's not the fastest at all of them, but most dogs are either not able to do many of those, or they're only doing it because another one is, and he can legitimately tree any kind of track, and that's the reason he can compete, in my opinion.
Well, Heist got in there, about 700 yards, got struck, and he was treed not too long after that. So we got about, I don't know, 400 yards to get to him.
Yep, 401.
And we're gonna walk in there. Hopefully we'll get another coon.
Then I'd like to put Heist in the RQE, but, or I mean, for somebody to. And it ain't looking good. Oh yeah, there he is. Good boy, Bug. Yeah, good boy. You got him. You got him. Could you see it already on your camera?
Yeah, I'm gonna get right on this.
Yeah. At first I thought that probably ain't good. That's a little tree. But like I said, I think he actually ran that one, so I know you couldn't hear it that good, but.
There's your coon right there, guys.
He also does lawn mowing for free. You got him, buddy. You got him. You got him. Hey, hey, you got him. You got him. Come on, you got him, buddy. Load up. Get in. That's how it's done. Every night, that's all he does.
I'm just gonna close it out with asking you what's your most memorable hunt with him. What's your most memorable favorite hunt you've been on with him? It could be the first time he treated you a coon pleasure hunting, or
that's easy.
Fishing hunt, or whatever.
That's an easy one.
What is it?
Went to took off work. So did Andrea. Went to Super Steaks. Didn't do no good the first couple nights. First night didn't do no good. Second night did pretty good, just got beat. Wednesday night, drew out, and keep in mind this is like my 4th competition hunt ever. And they, Mike Hensley told me he wanted me to judge because he knew I'd be honest, and everybody else in my cast wasn't comfortable judging. So I really was pretty nervous, didn't know much. Won my round early, didn't do nothing fancy, just stayed out of trouble, and drew out late. And Judas Bowling was my late round judge.
Yeah.
And turned the dogs loose. Heist strikes immediately for 100. Rolls in there, locates. I mean, he's not a dog you can tree on a locate.
Yeah.
I treat him right away, 125. Judas Bowling looks over at me. I've never met him. I don't even know who he is at that time. Looks over at me like, okay. And then dog comes off the tree, goes a little deeper, and he says, hey, you're minus. I said, yeah, I know. And then he gets treed again. Other dogs get treed. We have a coon, recut. Other dogs go 150 yards, tree. And I'm like, man, I'm behind right now. I'm feeling discouraged. Heist loads up, gets treed, and we go in. He's split by 50 yards with the coon, recut. Guy from Arkansas, I won't mention any names. We get ready to recut, and he asks Judas, hey, like I said, keep in mind, I don't even know what's going on. I barely even hunted at this point, competition hunted. He says, hey, you mind if I just let him get a drink instead of walking for the minute? And Judas tells him, yeah. Judas says, okay, minute's up, cut him. Mine's running down here again, and we're back, pretty even now. And I'm running down this side of the creek, and the guide told us it's 10 foot deep, like a levee type deal. And that guy, Judas, tells him, hey, you got to cut your dog. He says, okay, throws the dog across the river, lands on the other side of the river and swims. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And then, long story short, it didn't matter. That dog, went on and didn't get treed. Heist got treed and had another coon, and they withdrew with 28 or 29 minutes left in the cast. And that put me in the top 16. Judas, I've still got the picture. Judas took a picture of me and Andrea. I was soaking wet. I didn't have any waders or nothing, just rubber boots. And my early round cast, Heist last tree was about hip high in standing water. So it was, I'll never forget that one for sure. And then I found out who Judas Bowling was and how great of a guy he was. And
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good hunt.
I definitely remember that.
Yeah, yep.
Well, I appreciate you letting me stick the camera in your face and showcase you and the dog. And you got a good one for sure. And hopefully everybody watching enjoyed this one.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, I'd like to at some point hopefully be hunting a pup out of him. I just haven't even really thought about it or tried it.
Yeah.
But that's the goal.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking me.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's go see if we can get your pup on one.
Yeah, we're gonna go send some pups. There's young dogs loose now, and hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a comment. If you want to know anything about Heist, or give us all the video, and make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. We're gonna keep doing these. I know I took a break there for a little bit, but I'm gonna get back into them and just keep on grinding with the dogs that I've got. Showing y'all some of the people that are in my area that